this. They're 6-3. They trail the Giants by 2. They are at New York the first weekend in December. They've got Minnesota here next week. And they trail the Redskins. They have their hands full right now. First down at the 50. Anthony Tony. And again, that defensive line starts the running play. This is, Terry, a Philadelphia team that has run with improving success the last 5 weeks. They've really gotten it together on the ground.
Well, one of the reasons that Ryan and Ted Plum went to a running attack was because the offense, even when it was throwing for 400 yards, these coaches pointed out to us that they had been losing. They had only won, the Eagles had only won 1 game out of 3 in which Cunningham threw for over 400 yards, and less than 50% of the time when he threw over 300, and too many turnovers, and they felt they had to establish the running game.
They'll pass now, maybe. Flag is down. Cunningham, double coverage in the end zone. Carter can't hang on. There's a flag back at the 33. Holding Philadelphia.
Well, this is the one thing that Washington doesn't want to allow happen. In the last meeting, Charles Mann said we have to keep Cunningham in the pocket. He's not a great quarterback out of the pocket. We can't allow him outside.
Holding number 79 of the offense. The penalty is declined. Third down.
That's Mike Shadd, the left guard. So we talked a lot about this Redskin offensive line and all the young men who are in there. The Eagle offensive line, by and large, has stayed together as a unit since Ron Solt came back from that suspension for illegal use of steroids. Now, Ken Reeves has replaced Matt Darwin, but that is not because of injury. That is simply that's almost an interchangeable place over at left tackle. It's Reeves, Shadd, Alexander, Solt, and Heller, along with Jimmy Giles. Shotgun on third down. Blitz, corner blitz. Walton nails, absolutely obliterates Cunningham. Alvin Walton coming off the corner. And the pass is incomplete.
Cunningham had time, though, Vern. He had his man open, and the ball was underthrown. Even though Walton got to Cunningham, he had time to set up and throw the ball. Looking left, no problem there. There's the delivery. Now, great quarterbacks anticipate being hit. They have a feel for it. Cunningham knew he was going to get hit, and that may have contributed to the fact that he pulled the string and tried to get rid of this ball without striding.
Walton comes through on Telchik. Telchik sends it high. And it goes into the end zone. It'll come back to the 20. Sammy Lilly down there, but he couldn't get to the football. It'll be at the 20 when the Redskins go on offense again.
Pure, genuine, never heat pasteurized. A beer that's made unlike any other. Cold filtered to give you the rich, smooth taste of real draft beer. That's the mark of a great beer. So tap into the cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft.
This Jeep Cherokee has the advantage of an exclusive four-wheel ABS braking system for secure, controlled stops.
Hop in.
Thanks.
But because Cherokee's a Jeep,
You got to be kidding.
its advantages don't stop there.
What a day.
Now get up to $1,000 cash back on 1992 and four-door Jeep Cherokees.
A6, hurry and you'll make it.
Delta Airlines ticket agent Sam Singletary knows how to get people moving.
Mr. Franklin, your bag.
But sometimes he has to show off a few moves of his own. The kind of moves that made him a first-string halfback. Sam Singletary shares a feeling with everyone at Delta. He loves what he's doing. And it shows.
We love to fly,
Piece of cake.
and it shows.
Monday when Al teaches Teddy how to work a room.
Earl, how are you? How's Liz? You okay?
Slime ball. Is Teddy too quick to pick up? Teddy Z after Major Dan.
Veterans Stadium, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania's second meeting this year between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Washington leads it by 7, 10-3. Randall Cunningham, a little exasperated right now. 6 of 16 for 57 yards, and he's taken a beating. His offensive line has been allowing some escapes. First and 10, Washington. Doug Williams with one running back behind him. That is Jamie Morris. Again, Ernest Biner is out. Ejected. There's Seth Joyner, who is one of about a quartet. I think there are 4 Eagle defenders who are wearing those black shoes. And they've donned them today. Now, he doesn't have the high tops on. Reggie White does. But that is a violation of the uniform policy of the league. So
$500, isn't it? Or
$250.
It's an escalating fine, I believe.
Is it? Well, you ought to know.
Yeah.
L.C. Greenwood used to violate it every week.
You do it next week, I think it costs you a little bit more.
If they lose today, they won't do it next week. Second down and 7. Morris again. Buried. And it's Joyner again, this time with Jerome Brown in there, number 99.
Jerome Brown is a load. He's one of the best tackles. Well, obviously this guy has played defensive tackle as well as anyone we've seen this year, and there was some question about him in up and down injuries in early part of his career, but coming on now and playing, as his own coach would say, all-pro type defensive tackle. But if you can't move the tackles out on the inside, you can't run inside.
Third and 7. 10-3, Washington. Art Monk starts in motion, followed by Isaiah Jenkins. Williams has to get rid of it early with pressure coming from Al Harris on the blitz, number 95. Buddy Ryan. And Washington's Ralph Mozienko will punt it away to Henry Williams. Williams with a 9-yard return average on punts this year. At the 28. At the 44. 17 yards on the return. And this sputtering Eagle offense has the ball yet one more time, trailing by 7.
How to know where on earth your package is. Charlie Smith has a nose for tracking. He can spot a Federal Express package from Bangkok to the North Sea. He can tell you when your package clears customs in Tokyo or takes off for Sydney. You see, Federal Express tracks your package through computerized checkpoints, so Charlie Smith always knows where everything is.
Anyone see my glasses?
Federal Express.
Very funny.
The best way to ship it over here is now the best way to ship it over there.
Night, dear.
I think I left the living room light on.
I'll get it.
Oh, the kitchen, too.
Got it.
Control your lights from anywhere in the house. Just buy $15 worth of Stanley tools, and we'll send you a light maker, control unit, and lamp module free.
Did you leave the light on for Chris?
Of course I did.
Also, enter the Stanley Tools Secret to Security contest with 200 prizes, including 10 Chevy trucks at participating Stanley dealers.
GM is bigger, Ford is richer, but neither of them beats Chrysler when it comes to satisfying the customer. Who says so? You do. For 3 years in a row, Chrysler has the highest customer satisfaction of any American car company. Not GM, not Ford, Chrysler, both for our cars and our dealers. Hey, we wouldn't mind being bigger, and richer wouldn't be bad either. But meanwhile, I guess we'll just have to settle for being better.
Heisman hopeful Tony Rice ignites #1 Notre Dame as they try to survive the punishing defense of Penn State. The Irish meet the Lions next Saturday.
Philadelphia trails the Redskins by 7 midway through the third quarter, and thus far only 91 yards of total offense. They have 45 yards rushing, 46 passing. Randall Cunningham out for one play. with an injury back in there. 1st and 10, Philadelphia at their